How to overcome sadness. Everyone experiences sadness at some point or other in their lives. Studies have shown that sadness lasts longer than many other emotions because we tend to spend more time thinking about it. Ruminating, or going over our sad thoughts and feelings again and again, can lead to depression and keep you from overcoming sadness. There are several things you can do to help yourself through the hard times. Coping with sadness. Cry. Some studies suggest that crying may have a relaxing effect on the body by releasing endorphins, a natural feel-good chemical in your body. Crying may also activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps your body recover from stress and trauma. Several studies suggest that crying is a useful coping mechanism because it communicates pain to others. It may also encourage others to show support. One study suggested that whether you feel better after crying is linked to how your culture views crying. If your culture, or even your family, views crying as something shameful, you may not feel better after crying. Don't make yourself cry if you don't feel like it. While popular wisdom holds that not crying after a sadness-provoking incident is unhealthy, this is not the case. Crying because you feel obligated to may actually keep you from recovering. Exercise. Several studies have shown that exercise releases endorphins and other chemicals that can help fight sadness. One study showed that participants who did moderate exercise over a 10-week period felt more energetic, positive, and calm than those who did not. In addition, the benefits of exercise were greater for people experiencing depressed mood. Exercise will also give you a time to focus on one specific goal. This may help distract you from focusing on your sadness. You don't have to run a marathon or be a gym rat to see the benefits of exercise. Even light activities such as gardening and walking show a positive effect. Smile. Several studies have shown that smiling, even when you are sad, can help you feel better. Duchenne smiles, or smiles that engage your eye muscles as well as those near your mouth, have the strongest positive effect on your mood. So if you are feeling sad, try to smile. Even if you don't feel like it at first, it may help you feel more positive. Research has also showed the opposite. People who frown when they feel unhappy are likely to feel more unhappy than those who do not or cannot frown. Listen to music. Listening to music can help soothe and relax you. Why you choose to listen to music is as important as what you listen to. Listening to beautiful but sad classical music that you enjoy may help people work through their own sadness. Overcoming sadness. Acknowledge your feelings. Sadness is normal and can even be healthy. Research has shown that experiencing mixed feelings and negative feelings is crucial to mental well-being. Many studies have shown that people who apologize for or repress their feelings actually intensify those negative feelings. Try to acknowledge your emotions without judging yourself for them. It's easy to think, this isn't a big deal, why am I so sad about it? Instead, accept your emotions for what they are. This will help you manage them. Distract yourself. Studies have shown that rumination, or the process of going over and over your feelings of sadness, hinders recovery. Distracting yourself from ruminating on your sadness may help you overcome it. Find pleasant things to do. Doing things that you enjoy can help you overcome sadness, even if you don't initially feel like doing them. Go for a walk. Take an art class. Find a new hobby. Learn how to play classical guitar. Whatever it is that you get enjoyment out of, make yourself do it. Interact with friends. Interacting with loved ones can boost your body's production of oxytocin. Go to a movie, grab a coffee, go on a blind date. Studies have shown that retreating from others can worsen depressive symptoms, including sadness. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is based on acknowledging your experiences and accepting them without judging them or yourself. Research has shown that practicing mindfulness can actually change how your brain responds to sadness. It can also help you recover from sadness faster. Because mindfulness focuses on remaining in the present moment, it can help you avoid rumination. Take up yoga or Tai Chi. Yoga and Tai Chi have been shown to relieve stress and elevate mood. These effects may be because of the emphasis on self-awareness in these forms of exercise. Many studies have shown that yoga and Tai Chi help relieve physical and psychological pain. Taking classes with others may provide more relief than doing these exercises on your own. Recognizing and handling sadness from grief and loss. Know what may cause grief. Grief is the feeling of sadness that comes when you lose something or someone you value. How individuals grieve differs widely, but grief is a natural reaction to loss. Some common types of loss include losing a loved one, such as a friend, relative, or romantic partner. Knowing a loved one is experiencing serious illness. Losing a relationship. Losing a pet. Recognize natural grief reactions. Everyone reacts to grief and loss in their own way. There is no one right way to grieve. Some reactions to loss include disbelief. It can be hard to accept that the loss has occurred. You may experience thoughts such as "this can't be happening" or "this doesn't happen to people like me." Confusion. You may have trouble concentrating immediately after a loss. You may also experience forgetfulness or have trouble expressing your thoughts and feelings. Numbness. You may experience feelings of emotional numbness early in the grieving process. This may be your brain's way of keeping you from feeling overwhelmed. Anxiety. It's natural to feel anxious, nervous, or worried after a loss, especially if the loss was sudden. Relief. This emotion can cause people a lot of shame, but it is also a natural response. You may feel relieved that a loved one who had suffered through a long, painful illness is finally at peace. Do not judge yourself for this feeling. Physical symptoms. You may experience a variety of physical symptoms after a loss. These could include feeling breathless, headaches, nausea, weakness, and fatigue. You may have trouble sleeping, or you may feel like sleeping all the time. Seek help from friends and family. It may help to talk about your grief with people who are close to you. Sharing feelings of sadness with others may help them feel less intense. Give yourself time. The sadness from a loss may take a long time to heal. Be patient and kind with yourself. It may take a while for you to achieve acceptance, the final stage of grieving. Recognizing and handling clinical depression. Compare clinical depression to the blues. Clinical depression goes beyond a feeling of sadness or feeling down. It is a serious mental health issue that requires treatment. Depression is unlikely to improve on its own. Sadness is a natural human emotion. It can occur as a response to loss. It can be the result of experiencing something unpleasant or uncomfortable. Sadness or feeling down usually lessens on its own over time. Recognize the symptoms of clinical depression. Clinical depression may manifest differently in different individuals. You may not have all of the symptoms of this disorder. Symptoms usually interfere with your daily life activities and may cause significant distress or dysfunction. 48. If you frequently experience 5 or more of these symptoms, you may have clinical depression. Changes in sleep habits. Changes in eating habits. Inability to focus or concentrate, feeling fuzzy. Fatigue or lack of energy. Loss of interest in things you used to enjoy. Irritability or restlessness. Eat well. You cannot cure depression simply by changing your diet. However, you can choose foods that promote feeling well. Choose complex carbs. Whole grains, brown rice, beans, and lentils are good sources of complex carbohydrates. These carbs leave you feeling full longer and help manage blood sugar levels. Avoid sugar and simple carbs. These may provide a temporary high, but the crash can worsen depressive symptoms. Sleep well. Depression often interrupts your sleeping habits. It's important to get about 8 hours of sleep a night. Try to establish healthy sleeping habits, like going to bed at a regular time and limiting TV exposure before bed. Individuals with chronic insomnia are at much higher risk of developing clinical depression. Sleep apnea, a disorder that obstructs your breathing while you sleep, is also linked to clinical depression.